So I came across a Reddit post today, and it was about ESEA and talking about, oh, if you're afraid to join ESEA, that you shouldn't be, and that you should be able to just get into ESEA really at any time you want, and I strongly disagree. If any of you follow me on Twitter, which you should, at The Chosen One Inc., you've probably seen me ranting a little bit about ESEA and the rank system, and how it's really affecting the gameplay of CSGO on ESEA, and how it kind of ruins some pugs and makes them very one-sided. For starters, if you don't know what ESEA is a third-party client for CSGO where you can play pug-like system matches, which is pretty much similar to matchmaking with some different rules, and you have better servers. Also, you can play league matches, but it seems like I'm gonna focus on the pugging in this system because they've recently added ranks, and it goes from D all the way to A up to S, which is pretty much for the pros, and it's really fucking hard to get there. But yes, it seems like a lot of people recently have been getting sick of matchmaking, they've been getting sick of all the cheaters, and they decide to come to ESEA. And the huge problem with this is that there's a lot of lower ranked players that really shouldn't be playing on ESEA, and it leads to, like I said, a lot of these one-sided pugs that really aren't fun for anybody. With ESEA, it seems like the general rule of thumb for a while has been that you should probably be around DMG to LE rank to play ESEA, but more recently it seems like there's been an influx of gold novas and MGs and even some silvers trying to get on ESEA, and it is a huge problem and something the community seems to get a little bit mad about, because every time I pug now, and I'm in B rank, I'm normal B rank, and sometimes I'll get matched with people who are new to ESEA who aren't ranked yet, or are C-, which, you know, there's a pretty big skill gap there, and I ask them what rank they are because it seems like they're new to ESEA, and they say, I'm Gold Nova 2. And it's like, why are you playing ESEA then? And they say, because I want to get better. But honestly, if you're playing ESEA as a Gold Nova 2, it's not really going to get better. Let me explain to you a little bit why though. So, the idea of playing with better players to get better at the game makes sense in theory, but when you think about it a little bit more, it kind of doesn't. Okay, so if you're new to the game and you're around Gold Nova 2 area and you're getting on ESEA because you want to get better, that's not going to get you better. Playing with people who are way better than you does not get you better. If you're playing with people who have a better skill level than you, but it's not insane, the skill gap there, then of course you will get better. But when you're getting 5 kills every single game, all you're doing is hurting the game for your team. You're making the pug one-sided because you're pretty much playing a 4v5, and it just ruins the game for everyone else in the pug. It's kind of annoying, and it just kind of ruins ESEA a little bit, and it makes you really frustrated, and it makes you feel like you have to queue with friends, otherwise you're going to get matched with someone who has no business being on ESEA, and it can be very, very, very frustrating. The funny thing is, I'll ask a lot of these players if they hate Smurfs, and if Smurfs are one of the reasons they got on ESEA, and they always say yes. And that's what I really don't understand, because if you truly hate Smurfs, then why are you playing on ESEA where the player caliber is normally a little bit higher than what you would be seeing in matchmaking? And then they really have no answer for that, because it doesn't make sense. If you're afraid to play against Smurfs, pretty much when you play ESEA, you would be playing against 9 other Smurfs, because everyone is most likely better than you if you're Gold Nova. I just think this whole idea of if you're like Gold Nova MG hopping into ESEA, it just doesn't really make sense. And people use the excuse of, oh, there's a ranking system in ESEA now, so everything should balance out. That is not really the case. The ranking system doesn't really seem to do anything to balance these out, because you can pretty much get carried every game, and as long as you win, you still manage to get points. It's not really based off individual play. So if your team manages to win and you manage to get carried enough, you can easily rank up, and you know, that's kind of a problem. Whenever I try to bring it up to these players, whenever I try to explain to them, hey, maybe bud, you shouldn't be on ESEA yet, maybe you should take a little more time, because this is exactly what I did. I tried to start ESEA a while ago when I was around MG I think I was MGE, and I tried to get on ESEA, and I realized that I wasn't good enough. I realized that I was costing my team's games. So you know what I did? I went back to matchmaking. I practiced a little bit more. I came back a few months later, and now I feel like I can compete in these games, and I feel like I'm doing well. I'm averaging somewhere around like 10 RWS, maybe around 11, like 85 ADR. These stats probably mean nothing to you if you don't play ESEA, but I'm pretty average, maybe a little bit above average. But yeah, you know, I came back, I worked hard, and now I'm good enough at the game to compete. A lot of these people really don't seem to understand that though, and whenever you tell them this, and whenever you tell them maybe they should go back, they should practice before they come back, they'll just tell you to go fuck yourself. They'll tell you that they paid their $7 and that means they can do whatever the fuck they want, and they'll just continue playing poorly and ruining more and more pugs for everyone, and the system just continued. I don't know, I felt like I really wanted to make a video on this because it's been happening to me more and more recently, that I've been getting matched with people who are really low in skill level, but for some reason feel the need to buy ESEA. I understand that if you have cheaters in your game, you want to play games without cheaters, but I don't think ESEA is where you want to go for that. If you want to play in a better server where you have 128-tick servers and you don't really have as many cheaters, I recommend, if you're around like Nova, maybe MG, that you check out Sivo and Face It before you try to hop over to ESEA. Trust me, you will thank me later. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, how about you hit that like button? And if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button? And if you're new, how about you subscribe? And in the comments down below, tell me guys what you think of ESEA. Have you guys tried it out? Also, my ESEA link is down in the description. If you want to buddy me on ESEA, feel free to add me in the description down below. But thank you guys for watching this video. This has been The Chosen One Inc. And as always, peace out.